Mets owe it to the Giants. The deal fell apart sometime yesterday. The Giants had a press conference scheduled, and then they've told people there was something concerning about the physical. All we know from both sides now, from the Correa camp and from the Giants, is they're agreeing that there was a difference of opinion on the physical. The Correa camp obviously felt there was nothing wrong with it, and the Giants seemingly at least told people that they saw something that was concerning. There is speculation that there was cold feet by the Giants, but you know what? I find that a little bit hard to believe because they did seem very excited to bring in a big star. We know they tried hard for Aaron Judge, offering $360 million. Didn't quite go to that degree here. $350 million, pretty close, a longer contract. And, obviously Judge was their number one target, but it's hard to imagine a $350 million deal falling apart over cold feet. I've seen it before. Obviously, we had the Carlos Gomez situation, and there were others where it seemed like there was a little bit of cold feet on the part of the acquiring team. But in this case, doctors can disagree, and perhaps they saw something that others are not seeing. Correa has been very, very healthy over the last few years and has shown no signs of that back issue that troubled him early in his career. Hearing it is not the back, but what it is not exactly clear. That he will have to pass the Mets physical, but the all belief is that will happen. Yeah, when I spoke to Steve Cohen, he's in Hawaii. It's about 9 o'clock their time, about 3 o'clock our time. And he said basically that he felt they needed one more thing, and this is it. He thought they needed another hitter. He thought their pitching was good. He thought the team was similar to last year's. Maybe felt a little bit better about it, but still a good team. They won 101 games last year, but he wanted to beef up that offense, and Carlos Correa was the way to do it. I had talked to him last week, and he had lamented the fact that he didn't get in time to wrest him away from the Giants. He had called Scott Boras, the agent, a few times, and Boras had explained to him that he was down the road, which basically means he was committed to going to the Giants at that point, and it wasn't going to happen for the Mets. And when I spoke to Steve last week, he was upset. Upset, maybe a little strong. He was lamenting the fact that he didn't get in there sooner on Correa, and he got the opportunity. And he said he was going to be opportunistic, and he's always said he has a commitment to the fans that he wants to fulfill. And boy, he sure is doing that right now. Yeah, I mean, the average salary has been in the $4 to $5 million range, so that brings the average payroll into the around $100 to $125 million. So he is 3 and 4 times more than the average. The two pitchers alone who are on their way to the Hall of Fame, Scherzer and Verlander, at $86 million. Together, they make more than a few teams just by themselves. It's incredible that he's going to spend $380 million plus on the payroll and over $110 million on the tax, and $500 million. And he's still working. $500 million on player expenditures, which is incredible because I don't believe the Mets revenue is over $500 million. It may be close, but I mean, there are other operating costs beyond the players. So he is certainly taking a big loss. When I talked to him a week ago, I asked him how much he's losing, and he just said it's bigger than a bread box. I'm sure he knows. He's very good at math, but he didn't tell me. To him, all he wants to do is win.